Welcome back again. So let us move on to our next chapter in biometrics, that is correlation. Okay, you know what is correlation, the term, the meaning of correlation, relationship actually. Okay, so it is a statistical tool that helps us to assess or measure or analyze the degree of relationship between two variables. You know what is variable. So degree of relationship between two variables can be analyzed by using a statistical tool that is known as what? Correlation. Clear? So it helps us to study the relationship, usually two or more variables under study. For example, production of rice and the percentage of rainfall. These are the rainfall and production are two variables. So how the production increases due to rainfall. How can you study? Is there any relationship between these two variables? That is the relationship. So between two variables that you can study mainly due to correlation. So your mark obtained and hours of watching television. Clear? Two variables. Clear? So that is correlation. This is a simple technique used to study the relationship. Now, measure of correlation. It is statistically you can measure the correlation by an equation, that is correlation coefficient. The degree of relationship here is expressed in the form of a coefficient, that is correlation coefficient. Okay, that we will discuss later. Now, why this relationship or correlation expressed? Why it is causing? That is causation of correlation. There are different reasons. First one is pure chance. What do you mean by due to a pure chance? There are so many examples. For example, production of corn or maize, you know, availability of dairy products, that is entirely different one, chlorophyll content of a plant and plant height. Here I am given 4 variables. Is there any relationship? So, at a glance you can see there is no relationship. But if any relationship formed, that's only due to a chance or pure chance. Understood? So sometimes there exists some relationship. But you take an example, when you take the population, you can't see any relationship. So in certain cases, this relationship may exist typically due to pure chance. That's the first reason. Second one, influence of some external factors on two variables. Influence of external factor on two variables, then there exists a relationship. For example is yield of anything, yield of wheat or yield of maize or whatever it, yield per acre due to effect of rainfall and the effect of fertilizer or weather or whatever it may. Here rainfall, fertilizer, weather all are external condition. Okay, and none of the two variable is the cause of the other. That is what is known as our relationship, or this way also relation exists, that is external factors on two variables. Understood? Now, influence of two variables on each other or mutual influence. How it will occur? We cannot say which one is the cause and which one is the effect. For example, breaking of rice grains during milling. Okay. So temperature will be there in the husk. So is that milling, breakage causes this temperature or the temperature caused breakage? You cannot say which one is the cause and which one is the effect. Then influence of one variable upon the other. One completely influence other variable. For example, rainfall and agriculture production. Rainfall influences agriculture production. Never agriculture production is the cause of rainfall. That will never happen. Only rainfall cause agricultural production, increase in agricultural production. So only one way, that is influence of one variable upon the other. So these are the reasons or causes for correlation. Clear? Now let us study types of correlation. What are the different types of correlation? First one is positive correlation or direct correlation. What is it? The correlation said to be positive when the value of two variables move in same direction. Value of two variables move in same direction. That is, an increase in the value of one variable cause increase in the value of other variable. Decrease in the value of one variable cause decrease in the value of other variable. Okay. Number of tillers and plant yield. when number of tillers or branches are more, yield is also more. So, both move in same direction. Understood? When you study more, means taking more effort, your result will be very high. When you are not taking any effort, result will be going down. So, that is the same direction. Okay. Now, negative or inverse correlation means correlation is said to be negative when value of the variable move in opposite direction. How it is? Increase in value of a variable cause decrease in the value of other. Decrease in value of one variable cause increase in the value of other. Example, price and quantity demand. What will happen? When quantity demand of products is very high, what happens? Opposite direction it will go. Likewise, price is very high when quantity is very less. Clear? So, for example, onion storage, sufficient storage is not there. What will happen? Price will increase. So, that is the correlation. Clear? Now, positive and negative difference you see, water consumption and temperature. When you drink more water, water consumption will be high when temperature will be high. Okay. When you increase your study time, your grade will be also high, both the same direction. But negative example, water consumption and temperature, how it will happen? Negative, in negative side, how it will happen? Think and say. Body temperature will increase when you are not taking sufficient amount of water. Okay. Then price and quantity, that already we discussed. Example. Then correlation also classified into simple, multiple and partial. Then total altogether. Okay. So, what is simple correlation? Under our study, when there is only two variables, that is simple correlation. Under our study, when there are more than three variables, that is multiple correlation. We have more than three variables under our study, but we will study two variables excluding other. That is partial correlation. Yield and fertilizer excluding pesticide is an example. Then what is linear and non-linear? When amount of change in one variable tends to bear a constant ratio to the amount of change in the other variable. When you consider two variables, both will move in particular ratio. One increasing ratio and other increasing ratio. Both are in same proportion. Okay. So, when you draw a graph, you will get a straight line. But in non-linear, they will never go in proportionate. That is non-linear correlation. Okay. Then, so we studied positive, negative, partial, multiple, simple, linear and non-linear types. Now, how can you study correlation? Can be studied by graphical method and algebraic method. What is graphical method? Three types are the scatter diagram, graph and a correlation graph. That is graph, both same, correlation graph, then scatter diagram. Then algebraic method, only one method, different are there, but for you only one method have to study, that is Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Understood? Okay. So, first one is scatter diagram. What is a scatter diagram? So, it is actually a graph, a pictorial graph observed while you plotting points by taking two variables. So, x and y, plot the value of x, that is dots you can put. Same way plot the value of y in dots, that is scatter diagram. So, it explains the relationship between two variables, plotting data on graph paper in the form of dots. So, greater the scatter, lesser the relationship. So, when you observe that graph, the plotting dots are in different directions, not at all in different place. What is the conclusion? Means lesser the relationship. Okay. So, this is a positive correlation, means you can see almost all dots are somewhat closely attached, that is positive correlation. From here to here, that direction, that is positive, move in the same direction. Clear? See, this is a negative direction, opposite direction, that is exam score and TV watching per week. Perfect negative, this is perfect negative. Why it is known as perfect negative? Because all in the same line. So, you can say, I will draw when perfect positive, I will show you how it is. See, in a perfect positive, it will be like this. So I told you perfect positive is from here. So this is the dots, this one, so this one, this one. This is perfect positive and this is perfect negative, all in same line dots. Then if it is like this, what is no correlation? Scattered. Okay. See, perfect positive and perfect negative. Then what is the merits of this scatter diagram? Very simple one. You will get a rough idea whether it is positive or negative, not influenced by any items. It is a simple and first step to find out whether there is any relationship between two variables. Then next method is graphic method. So take a graph paper, draw x and y coordinate. Then you can draw x, you can draw value of plot value of x, plot value of y. You will get two curves, one for x and other for y. If the two curves move in same direction, parallel to each other, upward or downward, positive. Opposite direction, that is considered as negative. That is graphic method. Then positive relationship, I already told you, variable change in same direction. When x is increasing, y is increasing. When x is decreasing, y is decreasing. When height increases, weight also. Negative, x is increasing, y decreasing. X decreasing, y increasing. TV time increases, grade will decrease. See, positive and negative conclusion. Okay. Now, next is the very important formula, that is Karl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation. This is algebraic method. This is a quantitative measure. What we did before is just assess the relationship. How much relationship is there? Only you got an image of the relationship. But what here we are doing is, we will quantify it. Okay, we will measure it. That is in a numerical value based on arithmetic mean and standard deviation. You studied arithmetic means, but standard deviation you have to study, or you will study later. So based on that, you will calculate it. That is Karl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation. You will get a value between plus 1 and 1. That is plus 1, 0 and 1. In between you will get value. That is negative and a positive value. That's a chart regarding that. Okay. So this is a Karl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation. The formula is R. Coefficient of correlation is represented by small letter R, is equal to sigma xy minus sigma x into sigma y divided by n, where x is one variable, y is another variable, sigma x is the total of x, sigma y is total of y, second variable, its products divided by n, number of variables, then divided by sigma x square, then sigma x whole square by n, sigma x square minus, okay, in bracket, then sigma y square minus sigma y whole square by n, all this under square root. Okay, then you will get the, so here there is a question, you can do it, x is 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, y is 4, 7 up to 18. Then apply this, what you will do first, you have to find out xy. How you will find out xy? Multiply it. Then how you will find out sigma x? Add all these. So you have to draw columns, sigma x, draw x down, y down, sigma x, sigma y, x into y, then sigma xy, okay, then sigma x whole square. See how you will get to this one? You got a sigma x, its square you take. Then you also need sigma x square. How will you do? Each variable x, its square you have to find out. Each variable y, its square you have to find out. So draw columns and find out everything, then apply in the formula. So for this question you will get the answer 0.96. Then how you will assess the relationship, that we will study. Next slide. Degree of correlation. If it is perfect correlation, you will get R equal to 1. That is perfect positive correlation. R is negative 1, perfect negative correlation. Clear? Then high degree of correlation is plus 0.9, or high degree of negative correlation is minus 0.9 or more. Clear? Moderate degree of correlation is plus 0.6 in positive to 0.75. Then minus 0.6 to minus 0.75 in negative. And low degree of correlation is plus 0.3 to plus 0.6, minus 0.3 to minus 0.6 for low degree of correlation. If no correlation or no relationship between your two variables, the answer is 0. Okay. So based on this chart, after your calculation, you can assess the degree of correlation. Understood? This is the very simple technique and the most accepted technique in correlation, called Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Usually for examination, this brief answer questions given a countdown called Pearson's coefficient of correlation may be asking. Okay. So this is only about correlation. So what is correlation? Define correlation. What are the causes of correlation? What are the types of correlation? Differentiate positive, negative, linear, non-linear, simple, multiple, partial. Then the methods to find out scatter diagram types, graphic methods and algebraic method. Only one you studied called Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Okay. So I hope you understood well. So have a nice day.